Hello everyone, Agion here with another Ashes of the Singularity game. Spawn on the left side as the Substrate, we have Amelia. Spawn on the right side as the PHC, we have GGTheMachine. General's Gentleman Channel. We got a factory on the opener here onto metal. Can't see rally points, it seems. Whoops. Well, do got an engineer here being a bit idle. No, the engineer is in fact building this point. Slight desync. Oh well. Rally points are, well, unable to see them is a little bit of a problem. Not a huge one. If you can't see when you hold shift and seeing where all the units are going, that is a big problem. We do got the early radioactives versus the early metals, so there is a slight difference in build order in each side, other than one side being PHC, the other side being Substrate. Currently, GG has the initial units out, some brutes. He will be eyeing to engage these creeps. We got some martyrs out as well. Both sides heading to the other point. Maybe it was a slight. Well, this player, it sounds, Amelie sounds like a female. My apologies if I'm wrong, but this player may have just mistakenly went for the wrong point at first, and you don't really have time to, like, oops, go to the other point. You don't have time for that. Because the creeps start spawning, then you'll lose your engineer. I'm going to go ahead and just start fast forwarding a little bit. We can start seeing these armies being grouped. GG has got some actual armies formed, while the Amelie is just sending out these individual groups of martyrs to same locations, pretty much. GG, both of them are eyeing for their central metal-ish area. The martyrs are being slightly faster. I think martyrs are faster than brutes, hence why they're a little bit slower. You got both of them securing up the radioactives now. It was like a slightly different in direction. We've got metals here, but metals here. Just slightly different. No, I don't want to zoom out that far. I still want to see everything. And we got GG pushing very aggressively. We do got the first engagement here. Martyrs versus brutes, but the martyrs do in fact win. There was no medical support or archer support. And there, I believe, this army was rallied along with it, so they were just outnumbered. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing it down. I start seeing the second engagement of the game. Serpentine turret came down to help to sway the pan. The serpentine turret can be quite effective for this versus these units, but if they can, nope, it retargets away from the pan. If the pan were to tank the fire, he would have been fine, but it did not. GG eyed for pushing forward, but he's going to fall back. Can't really blame him. A serpentine turret can be quite effective for defense, along with the supporting units. You do got a cruiser here, the frigate Avenger. Not the frigate. The cruiser called the frigate. Yeah. Whoops. Mispronounced that. Got a Sky Factory here over an armory. I know GG can pull off a early cruiser play, but he's going to go for an early Sky Factory play this time around. You got an Avery also, so we may see some air rampagers as well. Looks like Searcher versus Pan, but this air rampager is going to start engaging. He needs to get a. Will claim the life of that engineer. That actually is quite important, though he did build a couple smarty systems here, so he does have ample defense. You got the first squad of Furies now coming on out. The Furies will have to engage the air rampager, force it to fall back or die. He's starting to hit this economy. Very nice. He will claim two. Looks like just one metal. Slight desync. We'll claim the metal actually, yeah. Will claim perhaps a radioactive. No, he will save the radioactive. So claiming an engineer various units and 3 medals. And Polly is quite nice. We got another air rampager now moving on forward, but there's a supporting medic. Medic will get gunned down first, however. Medals are now getting hit once again. We may see another squad of Furies. Yes, we do got another squad of Furies here for air superiority. And we do have... No, that's not a drone move. It's been unusual. We got assault over here. Brutes, archers, and medics for pushing the way through the line. We'll kill off those martyrs and along the serpentine turret. There's some ample amount of reinforcements, including a Zeus and an Apollo. No, that's an Artemis, not Apollo. He really sort of does need Artemis, but he does have a lot of air superiority, and I don't see any sky cleaners at the moment. So he's actually fine on anti-air at the moment. We do have GG calling in a emergency turret for additional defense. We would see a Hermes or two to help spot for the Artemis. We got this large force here. I don't think the Substrate player, Amelie, has ample enough forces in the air to help defend this. There's a huge number of brutes and archers. These crews... Zeus did in fact go down, but they're just outclassed. There's just way too many units. Looks like the Artemis went down as well. Bit of a loss. We do got some bombers now coming out now. Dominator bombers. Oh, there's an air superiority fighter. Never mind. We'll get cleaned up by something there. You see anything shooting down? Ah, well. We got some constables now coming on up for air defense. They're not the greatest, but they're better than nothing. We have a listening post here. That will get cleaned up quickly. Overall, Amelie has secured quite a bit of ground, but this map is quite large. Amelie does have more points than GG, the machine, but she's starting to lose ground, or he. We do got this air rampager trying to support, but there's enough medics here to help out heal any damage. We do got this emergency turret getting hit. We do got a nice force here. It will cut off the reinforcements to this army, but this army's starting to push their way inwards. There's a number of defending units, but not enough to defend this large swarm of frigates with some supporting cruisers. I'd like to see some bit more AA, though he's starting to lose air superiority. He still has a number of Furies still, actually. Units are starting to get cleaned up. Not any structures just yet. The Quantum Archive is very vulnerable at the moment. You will, in fact, take out the Quantum Archive, no problem. But the Amelie has reclaimed this point here, which is killing off all the reinforcements that are being streamed one by one into the army. That is not an army, it's actually just being rallied. We got a factory now getting hit, but it'll take quite a bit of time for a factory to go down to frigate fire. First is now sustaining some health damage. Only a couple medics left. Not a whole lot of them. We do got another air unit being called on in, but there's a number of aircraft here already to ambush it. The factory is starting to take quite a bit of health damage, down to 1/3 of its health. We do got a counterattack over here. There is defending Artemis. However, there's no listening post for it to spot or any Hermes. This force is very scary to GG. He's starting to reform his line. He has claimed a factory. There is a serpentine turret just constantly firing away at his units, which has been a bit problematic, but he will destroy quite a bit of economy and cut off this entire bit of No, it's not cut off, because it goes all the way around. The person has reclaimed this point here. And now we do got the assault move forward. GG does not have an ample defense, so this area will in fact go down. We still have quite a bit of air superiority aircraft in the area, but Some of them are quite heavily damaged. He needs to get them healed up. Looks like GG has sustained quite a bit of losses. We do got a sentry drop. There is, in fact, a drone merv here. He's trying to hit this. He will kill off the engineer. But there's two drone mervs here. Oh, there's a drone merv way over here, artillery. I don't think this was in the minimum range, so he will, in fact, they will get cleaned up by a drone merv. Now, GG, it's his turn to be on defensive, and he does not have as much ground as Amelia. So she does have the superior economy. It's killing me. Is it a she or is it a he? Amelia just sounds like a she. Shouldn't really think of worry about that too much. We got these aircraft now moving over to the medics. Hopefully they can get healed up. We do got another armory being built up here. These horses will start moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward just ever so slightly. Oh, nope, that was a bit of a... Still got quite a bit of air superiority by GG, but this assault here is a bit problematic. He does have an ample amount of frigates, and then a couple mechs help to support, but he needs more cruisers, I would say. But he's starting to establish some front line. He's starting to break through, and then he can start pushing forward. However, we do got more and more aircraft being moved over here. He has not responded over here with his aircraft. Now he is. He does have a huge number of aircraft, and these Smarties are sustaining quite a bit of fire. It looks like there's an arm being built. That instantly gets ripped apart. But now he's actually now sending out a small force here to claim these areas, which he really does need the economy. Both players can always expand more economy, especially up here. Each side both have a Terranium generator. Looks like Amelia had hers own for a bit more time. GG currently has a larger army as well. I guess killing off those aircraft is quite decisively really did help. Calls an engineer to help finish this armory and perhaps get some defenses. I'm going ahead and start fast forwarding once again. Looks like nope, no dogfight at the moment. Looks like GG's going eye pushing forward. There's no defenses other than some various units. We'll pick up that air unit as well. And we'll kill off those air rampagers. Here we go. Now we start seeing units are being streamed in, but they're getting streamed in one by one. He has a significant amount of force, but they're split out. He does have a huge force of medics right here. But he needs both. Get these forces to regroup. They're getting split off one by one. And he isn't actually in range of this drone merv. There's a drone merv here. No listening post I can see for spotting it. A listening post would be excellent. Thanks to his low with he had only a huge larger force of medics really over here. It will manage to sustain him long enough for his forces to regroup. Now he's starting to claim his killing off his opponent's units. But it's a very costly battle on both sides. Both sides are losing quite a bit. There's still a number of cruisers here. He actually will in fact go down. There's just only a handful of medics left. We got more and more airstrikes over here. However, there is the army not complete. The constable was not finished. Bit of a problem. We will have sent over his air superiority aircraft now. We are going to see a counterattack right now over here. Looks like more and more points have been claimed up, though he needs to send a medic or two along with them. I'm going to head fast forward just a little bit more. And the force is in favor of Amelia. What type of technical structures do we have? Nothing, really. We do in fact have Orbital Fabricator here. That's what that was what was required for sentries. He can also call in incursions. He's fighting a heavy cruiser force now here. He does have a good number of cruisers himself, so both sides are, I would say, evenly well matched, if not GG's slightly ahead. Though it's sort of hard to tell because a lot of these are actually aircraft right there. We have some more reinforcements from both, well, from GG right here. Reinforcements are gathering up here. Both sides are not really gaining all too much ground. Amelie, as you can see, based on the minimap, has almost captured up her entire side. GG is falling way behind. We do got a force here. It looks like the Dominators are her own air superiority aircraft have moved in. Now we got GG's launching another assault, but this is a bit of a problem. He's fighting against a superior economy. There is something nearby to spot for this drone Merv. Not exactly sure where exactly. If this drone Merv was upgraded to have actual drones, that would be a very potent unit. Even dropping Avatar with now spawning some Annihilator Cannon is very potent. In fact, that is a significant amount of GG's economy now down. That is he's in a bit of a bad state at this moment. His army size cut in half compared to Amelie. What do we have over here? I don't see any dreadnoughts. I do see a heavy gunship, an air marauder. He went for the advanced Sky Factory. Go ahead and just fast forward a little bit. You got some various air dogfights here and there. And Amelie maybe... Oh, do you got this gunship that going in doing a significant amount of damage, especially this very negative health constructor. And he's going to start harassing the economy over here. While we won't completely deny it, harassing it will be the next best option. We still got a, holy crap, an upgraded heavy annihilator here. He needs to bring in one of those gunships now in order to deal with it. Or just have this minus 8,000 health Athena do it. We got some Artemis here to send in some rockets to help displace these units. We'll be start cleaning up some of those parts now. You got more and more heavy gunships now coming on in. There's not a lot of AA in the area. Don't see, well, that's actually a number of sky cleaners, but they're sort of getting ripped apart at the moment. You got a number of forces now engaging. Those gunships will in fact go down. Athena's being thrown in, but he's fighting against a superior army. Gunship over here was in fact got cleaned up. We got a large number of quantum archives right here. Very unusual and very dangerous spot for it. Unless you're trying to set up an ambush. You got more and more avatars around the area, deploying more and more annihilator cannons, just being ever so annoying. GG with the inferior economy is more slotted to lose this game at the moment. Behind, especially with the army size down to 25% of his opponent. The superior force here should... Oh, actually, no. There's a couple of air gunships. And I do hear sun turrets. There may be enough here for defense for the time being. There's still some number of sky cleaners here to hit these units. Maybe some strategic bombers may be in order. But we do got some more rare rampagers coming in for strafing on. He will lose his advanced sky factory. That is a huge loss. Now all of his heavy air production is now gone. He's lost the skies. He's sending over a couple harbingers now. Not harbingers, air marauders. Thinking red alert uprising with harbinger gunships. There's a GG is just on the back foot. He's lost a significant amount of his army. He's losing production. He's never fully got economy up here. He's actually quite behind on Terrenium at the moment. He's currently down 33% over his opponent. Running fast forward. These air rampages, once again, going clean up. There's a constable here for defense, and maybe 2 constables. That may not be enough. Do got a drone swarm support power. We'll start ripping apart these frigates. Constables do in fact go down. Looks like GG has thrown in the towel. Very nice to see him actually, or anybody give a replay that where in fact they lose. I think the gunships are a bit OP. I do not know. By the way, just a little bit incomplete. Was it some sort of desync? It's just the game ended incomplete. I don't know about that. By the way, this is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.